these players on the list, man. You guys have earned all of it. So no, thank you for putting in the work.
Of
Um,
course, yeah, no problem.
so you guys 9-2 last year, 5-0 in the conference, and obviously this season didn't, even though it was a good season, didn't end the way you guys obviously wanted it to. So what's the key to you guys starting out strong this season?
Yeah, I totally agree. I think the best thing we did last year was, we did something we haven't done before. I think we started off on a really good track by getting that home playoff game and not only winning that and then playing a great team like Medina, but I think what made us do so good last year was starting off strong against North Canton Hoover. So to do that again this year, I think we got to start off strong against Brunswick week 1.
Now, you're now one of the senior leaders on the team, and you're expected to have a much larger role. How excited are you for that to be now in this position?
This is what I wanted, all along. I'm ready to play both ways. I'm playing linebacker, playing running back, third-year captain. This is what I've been working for. It's my last year now. I gotta leave it all out there.
Now, what are you more excited to play, running back or linebacker?
Man, that's hard to tell because I love both. Anything I can do for the whole team. I just love being on the field at all times. But I guess it's going to depend on what type of day it is. If I'm feeling more defense, if I'm doing better on that side, or if I'm doing better running the ball, either or then.
I like that. I like that. Owen Bisker from the Cleveland Heights Tigers is our guest. So how talk about that, because I think we see a few players doing that. So for you, how does playing running back help you on the linebacker side? Was like the gaps and things. Does that even help at all, or do you not even use the two?
That's a good point. I think it does help because going into camp season, I used my knowledge from being a running back at camps because I was at linebacker for the camps this year.
Yes.
And I used all the knowledge that I have, like what routes we do, what type of moves like running backs like to do, and I just used that and I went against it. And now, kind of thinking like a running back, I think it's helpful to play as linebacker because you find little things that a lot of running backs do, and you get to use it against them.
Now, this season again, there are expectations usually at Heights. Do you feel any? Is there ever any extra pressure for you as a player to try to live up to those expectations at Heights?
Yeah, I definitely hear all the hype and I definitely feel the pressure at times. But whenever the game comes on, man, I tone it out. I'm trying to stay locked in. Me and my teammates, we just we stay locked in on that, and we just keep doing what we do.
Now, during some of my research, I'm going to switch gears a little bit here because during some of my research, I saw that you are interning at a law firm. Are you still doing that?
Yeah, I did last year, but I unfortunately can't do it against this year. I really wanted to, but you're only allowed to do it 1 year with the company that I was with. But I still have all those connections with all of them, and they went to some games last year, and I'm definitely staying in touch with them too.
So, what is it about law that interests you, and what's the ultimate goal for you as far as that's concerned?
The law has always interested me, especially like the history of America. I've really just always been fascinated with that. And what I want to do is, I want to go to school, get my undergrad, and then I want to go to law school and eventually become a lawyer. That's just always been my plan. It's always what I've loved to do. And I really want to see that through.
A certain type of lawyer, like a defense lawyer, prosecutor, any certain type of lawyer?
With the internship I was doing, I was trying to really figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard, because there's just so many, but I have my ideas. I think I'd really like to represent companies and work out contracts and agreements.
Nice.
I think that'd be really cool. Yeah. So I still got to figure that out though.
All right. What is the most interesting thing that you learned personally while you're interning at that particular firm?
That's a good question. The most interesting thing that I got to be a part of and learned was I was able to write state of laws. Like I was able to write about cases and my opinions on them.
Nice.
And that's why I found out that lawyers really do a lot. It's a lot of paperwork. It runs like an office, really. And that was pretty surprising to me because you'll see these TV shows about lawyers and stuff, and it's usually all dramatic.
Right.
In a law firm, it's really just business. It's all paperwork. They got the mail room and all that. And so that, yeah, for sure. But I really like doing that. Like I like writing my opinions about cases. I like listening in on arguments in the cases. That's what I've been enjoying.
All right. So what was the I guess most kind of like grunt like work you had to do while you were there? I knew because you're an intern. You know, interns have to do intern stuff. So what was the thing that you had
Sorry,
to
that's
do
my
that was
dog.
that's okay, no problem. So what did you have to do there as an intern there? Was there like some grunt work involved with doing that?
You know what I really appreciated them doing was, you know, I worked like an intern. Like I would help them out wherever I could. You know, mailroom. I was in the mailroom for a little bit, but they would also like bring us in on depositions and court hearings. Like we tried to go on court hearings. They would take us around downtown to all the buildings, like all the law buildings. So it was like a little bit of both. You know, we did our intern work that you'd like expect an intern to do, and then like they were really like striving to teach us everything about what works in a law firm and about the law.
Nice. All right. So can you talk about your relationship with your father specifically? And how does the dynamic change from the football field to the house, or does it even change at all?
Yeah, so my father, he's the equipment manager for Cleveland Heights,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, one of my best friends. Absolutely, everything he does is for me, and everything I do, I try to do for him. You know, I love him, and but when we go on the football field, you know, luckily he's not on the field with me. You know, he's up in the stands recording, and I honestly, I think I really appreciate him doing that because when I would grow up and he would coach, he'd be on the sidelines with me, and I really enjoyed that too. I always loved having him with me during the game, but now it's like sort of distance. So now like I can really just focus on what I need to do while he's going and recording the game.
Owen Bisker of the Cleveland Heights Tigers is our guest. So with so many things going on for you, Owen, how do you find time to still make time for Owen? Like you got so much going on, you got football, you got studies, things like that. How do you find time to just set aside some relaxing time for you, just kind of clear your mind a bit?
You know, I think self care is one of the most important things, especially out of student athletes. You know, you're dealt with so much. You have to worry about school. You have to, especially in high school, you have to worry about school. You have to worry about athletics. You have to worry about what schools are looking at you, where you want to go. It's so important to find those days where you just got to care for yourself. You know, that's why I like finding. I find enjoyment in the little things. You know, I like to hang out with my family every day. We watch our shows. We eat our dinners together. You know, I like playing video games with my friends. I find enjoyment out of that. I make sure I always get some good sleep, drink a lot of water. I eat healthy so my body feels good, my mind feels good, and I just do that every day.
All right. So I also know that your GPA is pretty doggone high. Last I checked, it was like 4.52, I think was a GP. So I need to know because my GPA was not even close to that. What 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 kind of work
That's
do
all right,
you?
man.
Yeah, hey man, it is what it is.
Yep.
What kind of work do you put in? Do you have to put in to get a GPA up to 4.52? What kind of work do you have to put in to get that?
You know what I did best, and I advise every high schooler to do this. You know, everyone who's listening right now, I advise all high schoolers who go into freshman year, you have to start out strong. That's the most important thing. The way you start out will dictate the rest of your high school career. You know, you
Mhm.
start off slow, you're already digging yourself a hole that's very difficult to get out of. Like you start off slow, there's no way to get that highest GPA that you can get. But if you start off well, sky's the limit for you.
I know that from experience because
Mm-hmm.
I
I
was going to
was
say that sounds like most of us right
I
here.
was
Yeah.
definitely a slow starter. Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
that's something that our coaches always tell us, and I think I took it very personally.
So talk about Coach Stevens, a good friend of the show. We love Coach Stevens around here. Talk about Coach Stevens and what it's meant to you playing for him now going into your fourth season and some of the things you've learned from Coach Stevens.
The messages Coach Mack gives to us means so much. You know, he's so much more than a high school coach.
Mm-hmm.
He really tries to be like a father figure to all of us, and especially to me. You know, I really feel that. I think a lot of our players feel that too. We can trust him with anything. And what I love about that is when you give so much to a team, we have no other choice but to give it back to you. You know, and I think we strive for that every day in the practices and especially in games. You know, we do it for him.
All right. So how has the recruiting process been for you? Are you deep into that? And where are you, I guess, in that process at this moment?
Yeah, I think it really picked up. I thought it went really well this offseason. That's when I picked up. That's when we were able to talk to all the coaches. Camp season went really well. And, I picked up a lot of offers from D3, a D2 school, and a D1 school.
Okay.
So that was really cool. And now once the regular season begins again, that's when more colleges are going to come visit and watch our games. So I guess I'll see what happens there. But right now I'm pretty happy with what happened, but a lot more can happen.
Now, I'm because we do it every person that comes on this show, I'm going to ask you. I think we might even ask him this last year, but I'm asking him again. Have you talked at all to Bowling Green?
Bowling Green. Unfortunately, I have not. I think I saw them once at our school. I did talk to them at our school, and that was pretty much it. But it was still cool for them.
Once at the school.
I'm telling you,
Once.
I'm an alumni at that school.
Eli, I don't know what else has to happen. And you wonder why they don't get close.
You know what? I'll talk to some people. In the
do
athletic
something.
department.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Do something because they need
Yeah,
to
I got
get that championship.
That means a lot for me. Yeah.
So let me ask you, what's the game that you are most looking forward to this season? I know you looked at the schedule. What's the game you're looking forward to the most?
I have a couple, but if I had to pick one, I'm gonna say week 1 Brunswick.
Because
you start out strong.
Yeah, I was gonna say because you want to get off to a good start.
Yep, absolutely.
Nice. All right, man. We'll get you out of here on this one, Owen. What's gonna be on the playlist week 1? You're getting ready for Brunswick. You're in the locker room. You got the ear pads in or earbuds in.
Yeah.
Hold on. Time out.
Wait,
What?
what?
Time out.
I got
What?
Yeah, my AirPods.
You showing your
AirPods.
age right now,
AirPod.
man.
You know what I meant. I meant AirPod.
I got you.
What's on the AirPod? What's playing on the playlist?
I gotta go with my guy Drake. Greatest performer of all.
Yes. Thank you.
Greatest
Thank
performer
you.
of all time.
Thank you.
I
Don't,
think he's the greatest ever of all
Owen,
time, in
don't
my
pay attention to these old heads right now. They hate. That's all it is a bunch of hate. Drake is the greatest performer of all time. Yes.
Thank you.
I'm just saying there's
He
some
gets
guy,
it.
there's some guy named Michael Jackson who would disagree, but
That's cool too. I agree with
That's
that.
cool too. Yeah, that
That's
was like
just me.
20
My
something
mom
years
would
ago
agree with
though.
that too. I got you.
He can't perform right now. Well,
Oh, easy.
I get it.
All right. Hey, listen,
I think they're on the Mount Rushmore right there, them and the
Exactly.
Beatles. And maybe throw one more person in.
I don't really got no problem with Drake. I mean, Drake's all right.
Nah, he ain't all right.
He's a little more than all right.
Reason why they call him the sixth guy. Let's move on.
Yep, because he's a god.
Look, hey, Owen, man.
Hey, I like that. I like the wrestling belt, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's Coach Riz is here. We do our predictions.
He
All
ain't
our
gonna take it
predictions for
home
the
though.
season.
He ain't gonna be a 2-time champ, baby.
Coach has won this belt twice.
It's Robinson 2 belts.
We give
Yes,
it. We give it to our prediction champion, and Coach Riz is the champion. Eli wants the belt, but Eli don't step his game up, so it is what it is. So yeah, the belt is here, man, and yeah, we got it, man. We'll see how it goes out, but I think Coach Riz is leading the clubhouse at the moment, so we'll see how it goes. Listen, man. Hey, Owen, thank you, number one, for coming through. We appreciate it, and we appreciate really the support of you and your family and the whole Heights family, man. You guys been rocking with us for a long time. We appreciate it, man. And I'm just saying we might pop up on the sideline the week 1 this Friday night. We might pop up on the sideline. Might be out there check you out, man. So thank you for coming through, man. We appreciate it. We're proud of you, man, and keep doing what you're doing, man. I'm sure we'll see you down the road.
Awesome, yeah, and thank you for everything. We love you guys' support, and you guys are legit.
Appreciate that, man. Owen Bisker, Cleveland High Tiger. Owen, man, have a good one, man. See you later.
See ya. Go Tigers.
All right. Yes, sir.